Hi, and welcome to Neo's Makeup. I'm Neo, and today I'm actually going to be doing a tag, and I don't have any makeup on because I'm recording this the day it goes up. So yeah, it's actually 11:30 right now, and this goes up at 2, so I'm going to be running through this. This is the 7 Deadly Sins tag. I was actually tagged by Sean Ivan D. He's another YouTuber. Actually, he does some really fun stuff, so go check him out. I'll leave his channel down below. But the tag is basically 7 different questions about things that you have and or want, and you basically get to talk about it for just a little bit. So I'm going to kind of speed through this. I always say that, and then it ends up being like an 18-minute long video. I'm going to try to make it fast. First of the 7 deadly sins is greed. And for this one it asks, what is your most expensive beauty item? Okay, actually, real quick story. My original most expensive beauty item, I don't have anymore because I thought I wasn't going to use it, and I brought it back. Untouched. And I want it back so badly. And it was the Marc Jacobs Icon 20 palette. It was the holiday one, the gold one from 2016. You know why I want it. It's gorgeous. Anyway, my most expensive beauty item is actually the Kat Von D Stain Center palette. I still love this palette. I haven't touched it in a while, but it's my baby. It's my baby. It is $68, so this is my most expensive item. And she's gotten some love. She has. I could still love her more, though. Yeah, I love this palette so much. It's so much fun. So this is number 1. Number 2 would be my Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette, because that's $65, so $3 difference. Wrath. What item do you have a love-hate relationship with? I have 2. One I put lower in my desk so I can't get to it really easily. The other one is this Jaclyn Hill and Becca face palette. The reason I say it's hate and love. Okay. The highlighters, they're gorgeous. Unfortunately, they're too dark for me, which is weird. I'm trying to, okay, yeah, there we go. Prosecco Pop right here is too dark. Champagne Pop is a little dark too, so I can't use them really. Rosé Splits, I think it is. No, Pamplemousse, very pigmented, shows up very pink. I like that one. I can't use Amaretto, which is the mineral blush bronzer. It just shows like straight up red on me, so I can't use it. And then Rosé Splits is a pretty like blush topper. So I have a love-hate relationship with this because this is also like one of the first collab items I ever got from a beauty influencer, and I love the packaging. Oh, it's so pretty. The other thing would be Kat Von D and Too Faced collaboration, which was the Better Together palette. It's a real simple love-hate thing there. I'm not a fan of Too Faced, but I love Kat, so I never touch it. Especially because a lot of the shade, well, I mean, the 6 shades on the Kat side show up in a lot of her palettes, so I'm like, oh, great. The other one I would have to say is the Subculture. I actually brought it back because I was like, when I use this, I'm using the same shades. If I'm going to only use the same shades, I'm going to get the cheaper version. Not saying anything against Anastasia, because the palette was nice, it was really pigmented. I actually really enjoyed the Subculture. I just was not inspired with it, and I kept using the same shades, so I'm like, yeah, if I'm only using the same shades and I feel like I'm not that inspired, I'm not going to, I wouldn't spend $42 for that. So that's another thing where I was like, love-hate. Okay, Gluttony. What brand takes up most of your collection? It's 2 brands, actually. I don't know which one I have more of. It's either Kat Von D, by the way, review coming next week. This is her 10th anniversary palette. I love Kat Von D. I have a lot of Kat stuff. The other one is Wet n Wild. Honestly, I know I have more Wet n Wild because I have 30 lipsticks from Wet n Wild. Actually, 32 now, I think. So, honestly, I have a lot of Wet n Wild. But Kat is a close second because I have a lot of her brushes. I mean, literally, I have almost all of her brushes. I have most of her palettes within that came out within the last 3 years. And it's all just really good. Sloth, what product do you neglect most due to laziness? This too. Although I could also say my Tarte's Pro palette, which I did not grab, because I have a lot of times I don't use neutral colors anymore. I got it because I thought I would. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't have anything like this. I only have fun colors. But a lot of the tutorials I do, I just use fun colors, or I just use like brown in the crease, and then I go with fun colors. So I don't use it because I just, yeah, it's kind of laziness. Pride. What product gives you the most confidence? Honestly, I will rave about this product all the time when I'm in store. The Stunna Lip Paint. It is the most perfect red for me. And I know I have the $5 dupe. I love that one too. But honestly, formula-wise, I do like this one a little bit more. I also just love the design of the bottle. I mean, it's just elegant. I mean, Fenty Beauty knocked it out of the park with this. Plus, anytime I have a red on, I could have nothing else on. I feel like I'm fierce as fuck. So, a red lip that's this gorgeous, yes. Lust. Which item is the top of your beauty wish list? So not too much lately has been like my something I want like going crazy. I mean, except for this palette and the highlighter, which I have both, and I'm gonna be reviewing. Oh no, you know what? I do know. I have been wanting an olive lipstick. I mean, like a matte olive lipstick. I know Kylie came out with one. I was like, oh, I like it. And then Kat came out with it. And I'm like, oh, I like it even more. And just so you understand, like, hold on real quick. So I actually even got a NYX Lid Lingerie. This is one of their liquid eyeshadows. That is a matte olive green. And I tried it in store, and it's a really nice lip color. And the one thing I will say is that it does come off fairly easily if you use it as a lipstick. Oh, so fine. And yeah, now you can see like that olive green is so pretty. It is like straight up olive green. It's pretty. It's very moussey, and it's really light on the lips. Like, it doesn't feel like there's anything on the lips. So that I really enjoy. But Tank Girl, and I can't remember the Kylie one. I'm like, I need them. They're gorgeous. I mean, seriously, I want them both. Envy. Which makeup product looks, what product or look is great on others but not on you? For me, I think the one type of look that does not look good on me is like a halo or spotlight eye. Just because I don't have a lot of lid space, so my eye is just like, it doesn't work for that type of thing because although when I do it, I like it, I just don't feel like it looks like the best on me. I think probably my best one was Smoky Quartz last year. Really old one. Really, like, I really like that look though. I'm not gonna lie, like that was one of my favorite looks from last year. It's one of my earlier looks too, so I want to go back and check that out. Anyway, halo eyes, I just feel like they aren't the best for me. That's why I always stick to like a really like full like lid, almost kind of like a cut crease, but not really because I always blend. Products that I think look great on others, but not on me would be, oh, I had it in my head and I completely lost it. Oh yeah, the Fenty foundation. If you know my struggle with the Fenty foundation, you know that it broke me out. And I, since then, have not touched anything with really heavy amounts of dimethicone, including the Huda Beauty foundation, because I'm like, that might bring me out. And a few other foundations that I'm like, I want to try that. High dimethicone. Great. Or like smoothing primers. Can't use them because most of them have very high amounts of dimethicone, and that like breaks me out. I remember I used to use the e.l.f. hydrating primer. No problem. Tried it again last year. Broke me out. I'm like, this is not good. So Yeah, so like dimethicone, primers, foundations, can't use. Okay, I think that's it. So now the next thing you're supposed to do is to tag 7 people. And I have a list. So on this list of people I'm going to tag, I'm going to link them down below so that way you can head to their channels, see if they're going to do it or not. Some of them might not. And again, I do want to thank Sean for tagging me. This was a fun video to do. I know I did kind of breeze through it, even though I'm looking at it now, it's like 13 minutes. I'm like, great, yay. So the first person is one of my good friends, Zachary Thatcher. His channel will be linked like somewhere. I probably will put like a tag or something. I don't know. It's down below. I know that. He is a younger YouTuber, and he is like, I just want to do like a quick like little side note about how I know them and why I want them to do it. He's someone that I've seen like grow a lot within the year that I've known him, and I really like to see what he does. I mean, he is not afraid to take a risk, and a lot of times it pays off for him. So I want to see what his products are that he loves or that he hates or whatever it is. I want to see his 7 deadly sins. Next on the list, I have Justin Smith, aka Just in Time Beauty, and he's actually someone I just like kind of met recently through I think it was Twitter, and then Instagram, and then or no, Twitter, YouTube, then Instagram. I think that's how it was. Very nice guy. Actually, I just realized they're all guys. And he is actually going to be moving to Florida at some point. I remember he said that. I'm like, hey yo, I'm in Florida. Whenever you come down here, let's kind of like collab or do something. So he is really good. He also is fairly smaller in YouTube, and he is just he has a lot of warmth to him. So that's why I like gravitate towards his channel, because he is so warm. He's always like, he has like great smile, like he smiles a lot, so it's like really like positive. So I enjoy that. Next on my list is I doubt he's gonna do it, and I hope he does, because it is so yes. Nady, official Nady slash Poplux. He has the original glow in the dark highlighter, well, powder highlighter. I don't know which came first, the liquid or the powder glow in the dark highlighter. I don't know, but he has the original powder. He is so much fun to watch. Excuse me. Very high energy, a lot of a lot of jokes where I'm just like, I wish I could do that, because that is funny. But I don't. Since a lot of the things I do are geared more towards kids shows, kinda, I try to stay away from using language in those situations, but when it's something more personal like this, I'll curse. I said that before, but I just wanted to say it again. Nady, though, on the other hand, is full on explicit humor, and I love it. I mean, he probably has like a blowjob joke in every video, I think. But that's one of the things that makes me like him so much, because he's not afraid to say it. He's funny about it, though. Okay, next on the list, I have Daniel Jules, who started YouTube not too long ago. He's more of an Instagrammer. Very, very talented guy. He is... I remember, like, whenever he put out his first video, he said he didn't like how his voice sounded. I'm like, well, I know. I said something about how he shouldn't worry about that because he's just talented, or I don't remember what I said exactly, but I do know that he is someone that I know will grow a lot, and I can't wait to see him like grow even more. And I mean, he's really good. So yeah, and also like I remember I found him through through a Maleficent cosplay thing. I'm like, oh yes, because that's where I got started in makeup, was through Maleficent. Anyway, next on the list is Frankie J. He's an Instagrammer. He does YouTube too. Like everyone on this list does YouTube, so that's the one thing. Like I made sure of that. And okay, so Frankie J, he's actually also an Orlando makeup artist. Um he does a lot of like really fun looks, including one that I did not realize until afterwards. I'm like, oh, that's kind of like my Marina look, and it came out in December. Fun. Just so you can see what I mean. Kind of like my Marina look, but came out like months before. Really talented guy, and I want to see what his video would be too. So second to last is Narconel. I think that's how you say it. I don't fully remember. Woo! I'm also going off a full like all-nighter, so I'm like just getting to that point in 24 hours. Anyway, he is a Paris makeup artist, and he's very calm, collected, but extremely talented. And I would love to see, with all these people, I'd love to see what their take is. And again, incredibly talented. Please go check everyone out that I've listed so far. Okay, so the last one is Makeup by Morgs, or Morgan. He is well, if you don't know him, he's a British YouTuber, makeup artist. And he is someone who I've had limited experience with, but every time that I comment, he responds. He's very nice. Well, not every time I comment. I'm just like saying, like every time I remember commenting, I remember there's like some type of exchange. Very kind, very nice, really good. There's some looks he's done. I'm like, wow, that looks awesome. I might want to try that, and then like credit him, obviously, like I do whenever I do looks inspired by people. And so the funny thing is, earlier today, well, I think it was during the night. Yeah, it was during the night. He released a video where he just did a chit chat, get ready with him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, and tell me any ideas you have." I'm like, I had someone else in the spot, but since you're asking for ideas for videos, let me just tag ya. Yeah. Whew. Okay, and that is the last of the list. So the tag again. Go through the 7 deadly sins of makeup. I found the list. I remember the original one that Sean did was slightly different. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, so that's my list of 7 people that need to do the 7 deadly sins. Well, they don't need to. If they want to, they can. And if you want to do it, you do it too. And then you tag me and say, hey, I did it. Or like if you do videos, be like, hey, I did the video. Come and watch it. And I'd be like, okay, let me go see what you got. Anyway, I need to stop rambling. I need to edit this down so I can upload it in 2 hours. Anyway, I have to get going. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do like, comment, and subscribe. If you like me and you want to see more, please do subscribe and click that little bell button, because every time I release a new video, you'll get a notification. Aside from that, I don't know what else to say because I'm talking so fast. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.